As a child, based on my condition, I was told I could never run. So I started to run. Professionals and specialists tell us a lot of things that can only serve to limit us. One very important thing that they don't take into consideration: our determination. I've run 20-something marathons, 100-something half marathons, and countless 5Ks and 10Ks in more than 90 countries around the world. The doctors were wrong. Every time they tried to write me off, I simply wrote my own story. Throughout my travels around the world, I realized I wasn't alone. I'm running across the globe in search for others that have the audacity to break down perceived limits, showing us exactly where greatness comes from, beyond limits.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Are they here to document more inspiring stories, or are they just looking to go on vacation? Is it too much to ask for both? Aloha and welcome to Hawaii. This is going to be a pretty great day at the office.
Thank you very much. How does the $24 pineapple taste? It's fantastic, and also shockingly similar to my $1 pineapple back home.
There's going to be time for big drinks with little umbrellas later, but for right now, we're here for a race in Honolulu.
I don't look like a tourist at all, do I?
Like a proper local.
Most markets, they're on you like you're going to steal something. And here, it's leave the cash in the box.
Mahalo for joining. Now let's go explore a beautiful island. Welcome to Beyond Limits. Now, there's consistency and there's doing something for 5 decades. Our first stop was to meet a man named Jonathan.
Jonathan, absolute pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for being here. I just found out we're both running the Hibiscus Half Marathon on Sunday, but I'm pretty certain I heard you say you're going to let me win. Is that the case?
Hawaiian hospitality. I mean, let you take it.
Jonathan, congratulations, first of all. What was your time?
It was just under 50 minutes.
Just under 50, yeah, that's about what it took me to get here in a car.
He'd never made claim to it, but he's described multiple times online as a Hawaiian legend.
You're famous here.
Maybe to some people, I don't know about. I feel like I'm just a normal guy.
Jonathan Liao has run a sub 3-hour marathon every decade for 5 decades.
Marathon was when you were 16.
50.
37 sub 3-hour marathons.
Yes.
It's phenomenal.
I was so excited to ask him what inspired him to run something that only 40 people on the planet had ever done.
It's a good goal, but for me, it's just something that I want to do, and it's a personal accomplishment. And I've done it in my 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, so that's 5 decades of my life.
For 50 years. So yes, that puts this 30-year-old looking man cruising towards his 60s. This guy is a skincare branding deal just waiting to happen.
A lot has to do with self-discipline and self-motivation. I get motivated by goals. You want to lose a certain amount of weight, you want to participate in this event, you want to run a certain time, set a goal. If you don't have a goal, you can quit anytime. If you don't set goals, you can't get better. There's no purpose into what you're doing. A little reachable, but challenging.
Winning is not the major issue, although Jonathan Liao won it this time around in 4 minutes 21 seconds.
Everyone has their own base starting point. As long as you're consistent, you will improve.
Run, guys. Bob Hogue, Channel 2 Sports.
You know, I would rather you run 3 times a week for the whole year rather than running like every day for 6 months and then take the next 6 months off.
I was thrilled to hear that this idea of consistency, of pacing, not only applied to race day, but off the track as well.
It's little steps. I was injured for, and I couldn't run for months. I lost all my conditioning. I had knee surgery. The doctor absolutely did not let me want to run. I had surgery in January. He didn't let me start running till May. And it wasn't even running. It was just like a walk. I was walking most of the time. Like I said, baby steps, right? But, at that time, I was happy to be out there. I was happy just to have running shoes on. It took me a lot of time to get back. And I was already past that age where it was easy. But I set goals. And as the weeks go by, you feel yourself getting stronger and improving. And that's the key. So staying consistent and not quitting.
Yeah, you kind of accidentally stumbled into a world record.
Yeah, there's no plan. He's just doing what he loved.
Yeah.
And great things happen when you follow your passion.
We all love food or whatever. It's like, oh yes, I can probably eat a little bit more of this if I go out and go out for an exercise for 30 minutes, right?
I can actually have that beer.
Yes.
I'm going to have it anyway, but now I have an excuse to have it.
Oh yeah, I'm a candy distributor, wholesale distributor.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
You got to know your product.
I can't buy something and not know what I'm bringing in.
This is good. I love this guy.
You can't just decide to do this unless you've been consistent. And in his case, for 50 years.
That's fantastic. Jonathan, it's been an absolute pleasure. I really appreciate your
Thank you,
time.
I appreciate it.
And I'm really happy to hear that you're running on Sunday with me. I love meeting people like Jonathan. I love people that are that accomplished at whatever they do. I don't care if it's running or knitting, and they're that humble about it. Consistency is key. When it comes to training, when it comes to running a sub 3-hour marathon, when it comes to starting from scratch, getting off the sofa, it doesn't matter at what stage of the game you're at, putting in a little bit of effort would make all the difference in the world.
Everyone is so happy here. Yeah, of all the stereotypes, that's a pretty darn good one.
It's time to save all the turtles, man.
The Aloha spirit is all about positivity, and it is in full force here in Hawaii. While we were out that night, we saw the cops pulling over someone, and they sounded more like disappointed parents than any traffic cops I've ever met.
Pete, oh Jesus. Well, I was here to get a light for you.
Okay, then yes.
Oh Jesus, no.
We found ourselves chatting with a young man who was struggling on the beach. His advice, by complete coincidence, was exactly the same as Jonathan's.
Consistent. The more you do it, it becomes a little part of, almost feels like it becomes a part of your body.
Consistency, consistency, consistency. Or, as we like to call it, miles made by small steps. This idea of consistency couldn't have come at a better time. For multiple episodes now, we've heard groundbreaking stories about people conquering their limit. And it's important to remember at this point, these incredible people and their incredible stories, some about weight loss, some about endurance, some about exceeding limitations. None of these are overnight successes. None of them. Jonathan's status as a Hawaiian legend came by way of being consistent for 50 years. So while we hear these stories, don't be discouraged if the results you want don't arrive by tomorrow. These things take time. And not only are they more impressive that way, but they're far more rewarding. Miles made by small steps. We're about to learn how tight-knit the running community here in Honolulu is. after a wonderful chat with Jonathan, it wasn't long before stories were being presented to us.
Oh, that's dedication.
Rather than us deep diving through the internet to find those with stories to tell.
This is my heart.
But there's one man in particular, a man named Derek, an email that we had to triple check when we saw the numbers. We were going to sit down with a man who has dropped more than 200 pounds. This man is something else.
Aloha!
Aloha.
Nice to meet you. I'm Derek.
Pleasure. Thank you very much for your time today.
We headed to the harbor of Ala Moana Park. This is where Derek's transformation began, his first ever run.
So I was 406 pounds.
406.
My goal at that time, which was so far from belief, was to be normal for once before I die. To think about running is the furthest thing from my mind. So I started losing weight, not for myself, because of my wife. She was diagnosed with having diabetes and she had to start the insulin. My wife is a petite lady, very fit, but she was so depressed. Most people know they have to do better, but they won't do it for themselves. And I said, I'm going to do this with you. Just started reducing our carbs, reducing our sugar. If you can take your eyes off yourself and place it on another person, you will do phenomenal things. Start that way. Start those little steps, because there is always someone that is in pain, worse than you. This is just easy to find.
Each day was made up of small, almost inconsequential choices.
There's nobody's gonna take care of your health. Nobody's gonna do it. Yeah, not your mother. Yeah, not your doctor. It's you.
But enough of them together changed his life.
I run 6 days a week. So what happened was my weight started falling. I got down, I lost a total of 219 pounds. Nobody, my classmates from little kid time, they all go, Derek, out of everybody from our class, you would not have been in the littlest of thoughts that you would be running today.
Yeah.
You hear of so many lifelong pursuits. Some are incredibly ambitious. For Derek, his entire life, all he ever wanted was to feel normal.
I was the kid that the gym teacher, Derek, go sit on the side, you can sit this one out. No, you don't have to run this one, just sit over there. You did what? Almost a full lap, good for you. Okay, you're done. I was always the guy that people made the excuse for. It's more valuable than wealth, because it's something that I've always wanted to be, just normal.
Completely inspired by this guy, blown away by this guy, loving this guy. He's so happy, so funny.
For the first time in my life, I get checked out by old women, divorcees, and they want to know things about me. They look at me in a way that I've never seen before. I told one of my friends, first time in my life I feel like me, and I like it.
All we need to do is leave a camera there and walk away. And he would have done everything. We were just in the way. He's a one-man show.
You see down there, we have the Hawaii Convention Center. A lot of people who come to visit us know that. It is a large facility, so that's where my old Aloha shirts went to, so they could put that over in case they had to fumigate. That's how big my shirts were.
Throughout Derek's story, there was a moment that was pivotal as it was crucial. It's not uncommon for a trip to Disneyland to be life-changing, but for Derek, it was all the wrong reasons.
And when I was much younger, the family would take me to Disneyland and everything else, and Dumbo would never fly. So I would go in Dumbo and Dumbo would never fly.
You couldn't get to go up?
They couldn't fly.
As a child?
As a child, yeah, it wouldn't go up. I was too heavy.
With all the things that Derek could now do with his new life, with so many new opportunities in front of him, you'd never guess where he wanted to go.
So that was in my mind. I forgot all about it, did the running thing, and then the runner said, let's sign up for Disney World. I was like, Disney World? He goes, yeah, we're going to sign up for the run there. And we signed up for all of those things, and I told everybody. They go, Derek, what do you want to do when we're there? I want to ride Dumbo. What? He goes, what, do you want to go to all these? I want to ride dumbbell. What? Is there any restaurants here? No, I just want to ride dumbbell. They kept asking me about that thing. I want to ride dumbbell. He goes, why? Because I want to feel dumbbell fly.
He had a new zest for life like I've never seen.
Who gets a second chance to be a kid again at almost 60 years old? It was the most rejuvenating experience I could ever have, not even conceived.
All the man wanted to do was live a normal life. But along the way, he accidentally slipped into one that is absolutely inspiring.
You know, I've noticed that too when people ask me. I have a lot of people who are trying to lose weight and trying to do better. The simplest part is they forget how valuable themselves are. Okay, that's the number one I think that's universal. People don't value themselves enough. But what they do value is a loved one. Just like my story. I was able to do this because I wanted to help my wife. I would have not done this if I wanted to do it just for myself. It's something that people need to feel, that they are still worthy of going through life no matter what they're facing.
He has got to be one of the happiest, funniest people I've ever met. Goes from struggling to get into a vehicle to running 6 days a week, to running marathons. And how does he celebrate? I could have cried. He goes back to Disney in his 50s, late 50s, to ride the dumbbell ride. Derek is flying, my friends.
What happens next, we couldn't have planned for. We didn't even know it existed. Eric shared with us that we happen to be at the exact right place at the exact right time. And in fact, the exact right Ala Moana Park. Once a year, on Memorial Day in Honolulu, Hawaiians take part in an ancient Buddhist tradition. It's the floating lantern ceremony. A way for us to remember those who have passed and to foster unity within the community. Each of the boats represents a legacy of those who are no longer with us. They're adored, they're loved, and they're remembered, but not by a singular achievement, but by life lived, miles made by small steps. This is a smaller race with around 1,000 participants. Now, if you had 50,000, like in New York or London, you could justify shutting down major roads and streets, and all day if you wanted to. So, long story short, I'm starting at close to 4 a.m. That's a challenge just to be conscious at that time, let alone run a half marathon.
We are really excited. This is my first one in a long time.
What's your name?
Shugo.
Shugo, tell me this, how are you feeling right before the race?
I couldn't run last year. 1 year I have many trouble operation and here.
Oh wow.
I'm so happy to come back.
I'm so happy you're here.
Yay.
We start over there and you're going to run this way.
Ready to finish?
And then you're
You
going
say we finish?
And then you're going to finish.
Where's my medal?
55 years old when I was.
Oh,
now
yeah.
71 this year.
You're 71?
Yes.
Good luck for that.
Thank you, sir.
Great.
Appreciate it.
And we're off.
Come on,
There he is.
We're doing it.
In the midst.
Prior to the race, you can look the course up online, and you see this beautiful bird's eye graphic, meaning on race morning in Hawaii, when you look at that giant mountain ahead of you, like me, you might be discovering it for the very first time.
What were your thoughts knowing that there were going to be hills and clouds for this?
Shit. We all mutually decided to split up. My trusty cameraman was on a bike filming runners. Jonathan and I were debating. And in the end, I decided I would let him take the charge, lead the front runners, while I took care of the people at the back of the pack, because that's where the party really is.
Yeah.
It was my decision. You're welcome, Jonathan.
I just tried to keep up with you.
Congrats, man.
I just joined on my run.
Hanging out and...
I was just running. I was like, hey, these guys are running. So I was like, all right, sure. It was pretty sick, man.
Congratulations
It's my first day on the island. It's beautiful here.
Excellent.
You may not be able to see that, but I certainly can.
It's cheesecake.
Waiting for me.
I think, thinking back, I'm going to offer races here. I mean, it'd be selfish not to.
Get after it. It's going to suck in the beginning, but start slow, run, walk, and sooner or later you'll be running.
Midway through the race, my trusty cameraman had an interaction, a conversation with a woman by the name of Gina.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you. 60-year birthday celebration.
Hey, congratulations.
It was very clear that Gina had a story to tell, but of course, only if she was comfortable sharing it.
First of all, Gina.
Gina, yes.
Pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
It is amazing to watch footage like this, knowing that right now we're strangers, but in 20 minutes, she's going to change our lives.
Not many people say, I want to go to Hawaii and run a half marathon. But yet, here you are.
I'm not many people.
I'm starting to get that idea.
Yeah, ever since the accident, I don't back down from a challenge. Ten years ago, September 2012, I was in a hit and run on my motorcycle. And I shouldn't be alive, but I am, and God spared me. And I was up and walking in just over 2.5 months and haven't slowed down since. And I just want to show other people, anyone with a disability, but especially amputees, that, you know, it's just different, but you can still do it. And you get cool legs. For my 50th birthday, which was the May after the accident, I went skydiving. In the ER that night, I have like 3 memories. And one was the doctor telling me that, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to save your foot. And I said, that's okay. Can I still go skydiving in May? Everyone needs to realize that it can disappear in a second. You know, we just went out for a typical Sunday afternoon ride on our motorcycle. Life can change in a second. And you need to live every moment. Tell your family you love them. Do the things that you think you want to do. Don't wait till you're retired. That next May, I did a 18,000-foot tandem skydive for my 50th birthday.
Your husband?
Oh no, he doesn't.
Okay.
I get to do it the safe way. I leave 1 foot on the ground.
Smart.
It's been fun.
It sounds like it's been fun.
They got the foot, they're not getting anything else. Never limit yourself. No matter what your limitations are, there's a way to get around it. There's a way to overcome it and to do what you want to do.
Oh, she had t-shirts with the logo 25% off. Had one made, you can count on me, but only up to 15.
What else? There's all kinds of little perks. The best parking. I get to board first getting on the planes. I get half-price pedicures. Our whole family is closer than we've ever been since the accident. The time I would not go back and have my foot back and have missed the life we're living now and the opportunities that we've had and the things we've done and the people we've met. I wouldn't change it.
My thoughts on Gina? She kicks ass. As Gina and I joined the celebration at the finish line, we stood shoulder to shoulder with those that achieved something extraordinary. Every single person, regardless of where they placed, had won. They sacrificed, they fought, and they had the medal to prove it. We watched 1,000 people forge their own path across Hawaii. Groundbreaking stories of inspiration, of consistency from those of Jonathan, Derek, and Gina. We and you are surrounded by stories in the making. Goals may seem out of reach. Limitations may seem overbearing. But as we learned here in Paradise, miles are made by small steps.
This is my 50th half marathon in 50 states. And I just turned 50 about a month ago.
Goodness. And I'm assuming it feels pretty dang great.
It feels pretty dang great right now.
And he lost a bunch of weight, and then it inspired my son, and he lost, like 140 pounds? And the first with this was just kept adding miles and miles.
Do not stop. Do not quit what you do because it's so hard to start up again.
Your excuses aren't going to get you anywhere.
Congratulations.
I mean, you set out, to hit a goal, and it's like, I'm not going to leave until I hit this goal.
So good. You made it. Congratulations. Yeah? How are you feeling?
I'm so happy. I'm cancer survivor, stomach.
My goodness.
I got cancer when I was 45 years old.
Wow.
And I have nothing to do after that. And I don't like depression.
Yeah.
So I tried to walk. It's 15 years ago.
Oh my word, congratulations. I want to ask why do all the running? I'm curious.
Tuna fish, I can't stop. If I stop, I can't breathe. That's why.
Train, and most importantly, have fun. That's why we
love that.
The reason I continue, I want to do better than yesterday. Every time I hit the course, it's to do better than I did yesterday.
It's a pleasure to meet you again.
And in first place, all the way from down the street, Jonathan Liao.
Miles are made by small steps.
And did you know it's very dangerous to sit in front of me before the old Derek? Because you never knew when your eye would be taken out with a button flying off. The velocity was incredible.